Yeah, I used to live here. I used to live in this one right here, and it's like nasty.
Where are we?
Oh, we're in the south end of Seattle, Seville. But they try to clean it up here now. They painted it a little bit, put little lines and stuff. But it's still heck of ghetto.
The empowerment program, the youth empowerment program, is focused in on at-risk youth, ones who are kind of the left behind kids, and really groom them to be agents of change.
We're going to learn how to get more acquainted with our community. It's going to even reflect what you guys think your community is saying about you, the community in itself, what you guys are saying about each other. When you reflect over what was said to you at an early age, do you think some of those things stand true?
My mom and my dad and my sister, when I was like 12, they all thought I was gonna have a baby before I turned 18 and graduate. And I'm 17, about to be 18 in like 2 weeks, and I still don't have a baby.
Let's clap it up for that. No baby. Anyone else want to share?
What this program has done for them is really given them a sense of hope and take the anger, the frustrations, and turn that into a passion that drives them to do something better for themselves and for their community.
I'm only going to ask you 1 or 2 basic questions, and I'm going to ask you, when we go to these places, I'm going to ask you, what do you see?
Oh goodness, I'm going into the cemetery. My brother's buried here. It's unreal, you know, to come to a graveyard for somebody so young. You know, when you think of death, you don't think of 16, 17, 18-year-old people. They're all in gangs. I'm scared for my friends. A lot of my family members are in gangs. People are getting reckless. They're not caring if they're running through the streets shooting guns and stuff. Like, if you get hit in the crossfire, that's your own. Oh well. Because I'm in this program, you know, I be telling them it's not worth it. Like, if you look at what's gonna happen to you or with your family, look at how you're hurting because he died. Look how your family's gonna hurt if you pass. I don't want to cry.
How many of you guys have lost a loved one by violence? Yeah, how many of you guys have lost a loved one in this last year? What's lacking in the Rainier Valley community that we need so that people's time is occupied, that they're not running the streets?
I don't think it's activity. I think it's school because they wouldn't be selling no dope and no drugs if they had an education.
We just need more people to like show us that we matter and to show us that we care, because if we don't feel like we matter, we're not going to want to do anything with our life. We're just going to want to keep doing the same stuff.
It gives them the opportunity to take these ideas into action instead of just sitting on an idea and sitting there with a hope that this might happen or this might change. They're actually giving an opportunity to make that happen.
How can you help transform your peer group? Weezy, what are you going to be looking at?
I said I'm going to look up people that used to be in gangs.
We just realized that there was a need for something to be brought into the community that could take the kids away from what they were normally doing. Our policy recommendation basically is establishing a plan to build more community centers.
After we've developed this policy recommendation with all of those scenarios in them, they take them down to DC to present to their senators to say, hey, we're here to talk about youth violence within our community, and this is the impact it's had on our community as well as us.
What do you think that you see differently now as a result of your interaction with each other?
If you just looked at any one of us, you might see a thug or ghetto fast young ladies. Maybe you just see a
We grow up in a community where your parents don't have that much money. Single families, pretty much living paycheck to paycheck sometimes. They might look at us, oh, you know, look at them ghetto kids, or they're not gonna do anything with their life. She's gonna be nothing, you know. It makes you wanna make a change. And there's a whole bunch of different issues that I would hope I could be a part of changing. I think the biggest thing that I've learned is that those stereotypes aren't what they live up to be.
I do want to welcome you to our second annual Youth Empowerment Summit. When I went to DC, that's what really triggered the passion. There's 10 other cities who wanted the same thing. We wanted change in the community.
World Vision started because our founder was moved by something, and he was moved to the place of wanting to respond to it. And I look out at your faces and I go, and this is a part of the fruit of that willingness and that passion.
Guys, a round of applause to the Seattle delegates. That hit them pretty hard because most of us knew this young man. In the middle of that emotion and conversation, they knew why they were in Washington, D.C. This is what they were there for.
It did put a little damper on the trip because, we just found out that we're losing more. It was definitely, added more fuel to our fire. We're just seeing more and more reason why we're here.
Hi, my name is Esme Lockett from Seattle. I'm 18 years old, and recently I have lost about 5 people that I've known in youth violence.
I've lost 5 family members.
I've lost 8 friends due to gang violence.
We've all been deeply affected by what's going on in our communities. We shared a lot of our personal stories and where we came from and what we've gone through. I really hope that they take us seriously. They don't live in these communities, they don't know what's going on. But hopefully through us explaining it to them, they can understand that, we're going through these things, but there's hope for something different.
Wait, can I say good job, you guys? That's fantastic.
He didn't know about the bill until we presented it to him.
Okay, our next meeting is 3:30. We got a ways to walk. Let's roll.
Let's go.
Things like this really change your life. We're popping out ideas left and right about what we're going to do when we get home.
It makes me want to finish this pretty strong, to advocate for my community and to go back home and to follow up with it.
Seeing a young person for the first time realize that they have the ability to make a difference in the world, I think it is a powerful thing.
This program has been a success already within their life and pushed them beyond their comfort zones and brought them out of their insecurities. I'm excited to come back from DC and watch them blossom and do things to rally around change.
When we first met from the first class, and then from then we had hope. Like, man, I hope we can change this. I hope we can do this. I hope we can do that. And now, that we presented it to them, all we gotta do is just be patient to see what the congressman will do. It makes us want to live our lives with courage.
I know it's going to be tough going home because I'm going to be going home to the same stuff that I had to leave with, but at the same time I'm coming home with a new mentality that the things that are going on in my house and in my life and stuff, I don't have to just succumb to that and just let that be, what keeps me in the same place. Just like going to these different places and realizing I could change the world.